Welcome back. I'm here with Dr. Jen Klabunde from Northwood Animal Hospital, and this week we're actually taking your questions at home. We have some viewer submitted questions.
Yes, they're great questions. We get this a lot. You know, people will put on a Facebook page or call our office, and so I'm glad that we get to talk about it today.
Definitely. Now the first one we have here is Lyme disease in the Traverse City area.
Right, and Lyme disease is in the Traverse City area, and so it didn't used to be. This is spread by a deer tick.
Okay.
And that deer tick needs to get on your pet and embed in the skin for 24 to 48 hours, which means that if the tick's big enough for you to see with your eyes, it's been on the pet long enough to transmit the disease. And Lyme disease is not something that you want to mess with. It causes lifelong arthritis that comes and goes, fevers that come and go, can actually cause organ problems and failure. So we do have a vaccine to prevent Lyme disease, and every pet that's outdoors in deer, you know, area should have this vaccine. It's incredibly safe.
Now, how often is it a one-time vaccine, or is it every year?
That's a good question. With every vaccine, what we have to do is give a first shot and then a booster in a month, just like with kids.
Right.
And then after that, it becomes a yearly vaccine. And there are, no side effects really that I've ever seen with it. It's incredibly safe, and it's going to prevent your pet from getting Lyme disease, which you don't, like I said.
No, definitely. It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
All right, well, we have this other one. Why does my bulldog get dirty between the folds in his nose, and what can I do to keep it clean?
Yes, so this is from the owners of Sully, who's a patient of mine, and he has very big wrinkles because he's a bulldog. We call them the smushy faces, but it's extremely common, and you most commonly see this with white dogs because you can actually see the gunk, the brown discharge.
It builds up.
And all it is moisture in between those folds. You need to keep it dry. She asked if cornstarch can be put on, and I've never heard of that, but it's not going to hurt. But you just want to keep it very clean and dry. We have medicated wipes, kind of like old Stridex pads for acne. We have them for skin problems in dogs as well. So putting those on a couple times a day will help keep it medicated and clean and dry.
Definitely, definitely. And you said it's more prevalent in white dogs, and I've noticed that as well.
Yeah, well, it occurs. It occurs in all dogs, but you see it more in the white dogs. But this is primarily a brachycephalic breed problem, and brachycephalic means those smushed nose dogs.
All right. And then real quick, why does my cat meow in the middle of the night? I'm sure there's a lot of people who can relate to this one.
And this was a question from Melissa Smith. And
good old Melissa.
It was a great question.
That's awesome.
So I wanted to use it. Cats are nocturnal, and this is so common. We get cat owners calling all the time. My cat's running around at night. What are they doing? They want to eat at night. They're meowing at night. They're nocturnal. So cats are actually sleeping up to 20 to 22 hours a day, believe it or not. Seems like the times that they're awake are at night. And that's because that's true.
All right, well, Melissa, now you have your answer. I hope you're tuning in from Iowa.
Yes.
All right, well, and then we're going to talk to Brody about a few other questions that we have from our viewers. So, all right, thanks, Jen.